Hello and welcome or welcome back. I'm Misty at Skeeter Jones, and this is a quick bonus thrift haul this week, and I'm just so excited to get this to you. Make sure you tune in actually tomorrow. That's when I'm going to drop the 500 subscribers celebration video, and I'll also be revealing who won the drawings for my 500 subscriber celebration. So make sure you tune in for that tomorrow on Friday. I don't have the date in my head right now, but I'll put it right here. So make sure tomorrow, August, whatever the date is, that you're watching that video. And it won't be a sale video or anything like that. I'll be doing the Ask Me Anything answers and revealing who the winners are for the 5 prizes that I'm giving away, and celebrating you for helping me reach this point in my YouTube journey. But meanwhile, back to this video today. It's a quick thrift haul because I ended up going to a thrift store that I don't go to really often because it's one that's just really hip to go to, and it's in a more affluent area. So the prices in that thrift store reflect that. But quite often, well, maybe not often, sometimes I go in there and I'm able to, find the little, rare thing that they didn't look up, and it's actually got a nice price on it. But I went in that thrift store today because it's not too far from an appointment I had, and I was able to find so many things at great prices. They must be training new staff or something, I don't know, but I just wanted to show you these things that I got. So first I'm going to show you the jewelry, and then I got some shoes and some clothing. And I was going to get some purses also, but I ended up putting those back because the amount of wear and cleaning that they would have needed, the resale would have been well worth it. But right now I have so much stuff that I have to process. I got real with myself and just told myself, you don't really have time to do all of that rehab on this awesome purse. So that'll just be my reward once I've processed everything I already have. Then I'll get more rehab items, and hopefully I'll find deals again at that time. But enough gabbing. I'm going to jump right in now and show you the things I got, beginning with the jewelry. And the star of the jewelry part of this haul is these earrings right here. They actually are really unusual. They're hoops, but they hang this way. There it is, like that. They don't hang, like this. They're more like that. And what's awesome about these, I recognized that, I thought, wow, those look amazingly like sterling. These are either sterling or are great sterling fakers. So I took the backs off. And this was my first clue when I looked at the backs. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but these little clutch backs are pretty chunky. And that's a good sign, in my experience, of Taxco, because everything is hand artisan made. And let's see, these are only marked on one, and this is not the one. So let me take the back off the other one. And this probably won't focus well enough for you to see it, so I'll try to remember to drop in a close-up. But there it is, Mexico, and then the little marking is right there. Yeah, that's not going to focus very well for you to see it clearly, so I'll try to drop in a close-up. And so anyway, these are Taxco earrings, and they are nice, big, sizable ones. They're not one of the standard designs that you see a lot of, and that's what I really like, is the unique ones. I like any Taxco, but particularly the ones that are unique that you don't see a bunch of. So these are the star of the show as far as the jewelry is concerned. Let's see, now I'm going to just go right through. At any thrift, I go to the stuff that I wouldn't necessarily resell, but I look for nice chain because I can always use that in my crafting projects. And that was the case with this. That's what drew me to this necklace, was the nice chain, a bunch of nice chain in this one. That's great for projects, but it's really unique. It hangs like this sort of asymmetric look, this little faux citrine, and then All of these are just rhinestones, little acrylic, maybe glass? No, they're acrylic rhinestones with this sort of smoky quartz color, and then this light topaz, light citrine color. And then you've got these rhinestones on a string and this silver tone chain. So I may end up just offering this one up like it is, or I may use it as crafting elements, because I really do like the thick, substantial, it's nice heavy chain on this. And there is a mark that I'll need to look up. I know this one, but it's not coming to me. It just looks like, there it is, if you can see it very well. It looks kind of like a little flower almost, and I know that mark. I just really can't think of it right now. Maybe because I'm so excited. Oh, and there's something with this. I don't like to wear my hair up. You've never seen it up in videos, I don't think. Maybe once or twice, because I feel like I look bald when my hair is pulled back. And you know, some women rock the bald look. I don't feel like I rock it. I just feel like it's not the most flattering thing on me. But I'm keeping my hair pulled back because our air this week in Alabama has been so juicy. It's not drizzly, it's not rainy, but I go out and I come back in and I'm damp. When my clothes are damp, my hair is damp. And when my hair is damp, it just frizzes up like crazy, unless I keep it, you know, secured. So that's why it's all pulled back. And that's just a rare glimpse of me with my hair pulled back on video, and why it's rare. That might be TMI, I don't know. But here's item number 2. This is for a collab I have coming up, and I'll tell you about that in just a minute. But it's got these little kind of cha-cha style mounted little gold tone beads. Wow, this focus is horrific. Gold tone beads and little rhinestones hanging cha-cha style on this Rolo chain. And this is for a collab, but of course then it'll be for sale. And these little earrings, I don't know if they were made to go with it, but they do. Well, they're hanging kind of crooked. They match whether they were made to go with it or not. Just little gold tone hooks with rhinestones, and the rhinestones are very similar to the ones on the necklace. So that's the next piece. Now, this is also for that same collab, these little gold tone knots, and these are, I got some Premier, and I think these are the Premier. Are they? Yes. A little cartouche right there that has the Premier mark on it. You'll just have to take my word for it, since, you know, with this setup, it's not going to focus. And the setup really, little, I was so excited. I just had to come in and get started with this haul. But here's normally where I'm standing when you're seeing camera down. This is the countertop that my things are on top of. And then there's a cabinet right above that, and my phone is in the cabinet pointing down. So that's normally where I am to do my camera down stuff. And I'm sitting in a corner of my kitchen on the floor. So that's, maybe this depth of field behind me is what's interfering with focus. But moving right along, this is, there's no mark on it. It's just some chain that I got for crafting purposes. I can get better, more interesting chain when I thrift it than when I just go buy a spool of chain or something like that at a craft supply store. And besides that, I like using something that's already out there when I'm able to, instead of getting something new. Sometimes it's unavoidable, but you know, sometimes you just do what you gotta do. This is some more, another one that I got mainly for the chain, but the chain is so nice that I don't know, somebody might end up liking that. I think I might offer this one up and then just use it for crafting if it doesn't get bought. Like, it's in great condition, no wear really. Well, I mean a little bit of wear, but not really enough to make it, you know, unwearable. And someone might like that. But if it doesn't sell whenever I offer it up, then that will be used for making other things with. Let's see, next is, this is one that I got for crafting because I like this really heavy, thick, nice chain. And this is Loft. Right there, just take my word for it, it says Loft. And all of these sort of golden colors, very sparkly, sort of mirror back rhinestones. And this one there's nothing at all wrong with it, but it's just calling to me to take it apart and make it into something. So I'll probably do the same thing as with the last chain, offer it up, and then if it doesn't sell, then I'll take it apart and make stuff with it. Is this the last one? Yeah, this is the last jewelry piece. This is one that I got specifically for a craft project. It's just a little gold tone, sort of loose rope style chain with these little charms on it, little medallion style charms, because I'm on assignment. If you didn't see that video, I'll try to remember to put a link to it in the description of this video. But Pat Garza has me on special assignment. She sent me a generous amount of craft jewelry, and with a request for me to use some things from that to make something for her. And I have a piece in the works, and I'm making a separate craft with me video for that. But I needed a couple of things to go on the item, and I couldn't find them. I couldn't find what I had in mind in the lot that Pat sent me, and also looked through my craft items that I already had and didn't really have anything that would really fit my vision, I guess. So I went to the Thrift and, looking for something that would work. And some of these charms will actually work. And then this will still be usable because the charms I take off of here, I will replace with something else. And I've already got a new design in mind for this bracelet. So that's exciting crafty news. So that is the jewelry portion of this haul. Next, I will go to the clothing portion, and then I have some shoes. The first clothing piece, I'm going to just drop in a shot of it right here. And what that is a little, it's an LBD, but it's not for sale and it's not for me. It's for my daughter. She actually recently got engaged. She got engaged a week ago, last Saturday. And she was just, again, my kids are always on my mind, but she was on my mind while I was shopping. And I saw this dress and immediately thought, she'll love this. And normally what I do is I'll bring something home and I'll lay it on her bed. So then when she comes home, she's already graduated college and has her professional job now. And she doesn't live here anymore. But she comes home every weekend, or a lot of weekends she comes home. And things that I find for her while I'm out thrifting, I'll put on her bed. So she comes home to a little stash every time. So that's where that dress is. I put it there before I got my camera out. So that's why I don't have it right here in hand. But it's this cute little, just little cute dress with lace and ruffles and stuff on it. It's really her personality. And so hopefully she'll love that. Or I'm pretty sure she will. I know her taste pretty well. Now moving on to the rest of the clothing that I do have right here with me. A lot of the clothing is just for me. I'm not really selling much clothing. Did I say I was doing shoes next? I may have, but we're going to just stick with clothing. I'm not going to reveal what this is, but it's something white, and it's for that same collab that I'll be telling you about in just a few minutes at the end of the video, so stay tuned. There's no clothing in here that I'm going to be selling. All of this is for me, and maybe you'll be seeing it in an upcoming video. This is a Bass clothing company, GH Bass. Little top. I like button-ups like this that have the little shaping seams in them because they make you look, I guess, sort of more put together when you want to look put together, but you don't feel like, dressing. You can just put on a pair of jeans and a button-up shirt and your sneakers, and that's my typical uniform of the day. But this is this purpley color with this floral pattern on it, which I really like. I don't wear a lot of purple really because I don't feel like purple and shades of like yellow are not really, I think, the most flattering colors on me. So I don't really wear much purple at all, but I really liked this and thought I'll give that a try. So I don't know, if I decided I like it, then you'll see it in a future video. Next, a Lauren or Ralph Lauren, and I believe this is linen. It is 100% linen. Just a little button-up blouse. Love to wear linen. It's notoriously easy to wrinkle. You cannot keep it smooth no matter how much you iron it. Looks great when it's first ironed, but then, you know, as soon as you sit down, especially in the Alabama heat and humidity, it wrinkles beyond, you know, it's never going to fall out. But anyway, it's a, again, a little shaped top that I can throw on with jeans. And let me knot that. It's got this little, it's not one that ties at the bottom, but it has this little sort of thing attached on each side that ties in the front like that. So I don't even have to like tuck that in or anything. Have a nice little finished look, and I can pretend like I actually got ready for the day when I didn't, just because I'm wearing a shaped shirt with my jeans and sneakers. Okay, next, this is an Anne Klein denim, and again, I got this with an eye toward fall. It's a denim button-up shirt. I should have buttoned it before I held it up to show you so you can get a better idea of what it looks like, but it's got those shaping seams also. And those are great. Let's see, all together for the pieces for me, you know, you pay up at this store. You know, here's what I paid for the Anne Klein. You know, I normally don't pay that much at Thrift, but these were nice pieces, and I was so excited about the jewelry items that, you know, I paid up. This isn't too bad for a Lauren, Ralph Lauren. You know, it's higher than I normally would pay at most other thrift stores and other areas. And this Bass one was not too bad. It was $5.99. None of them had blue tags, unfortunately, because today was their blue was 50% off color. And that's actually a new development for this thrift store. They normally, or at least if they do, I've never noticed it, normally don't have a like a discount day or a discount color or anything like that. So yeah, tough luck for me, because none of the jewelry I just showed you, none of that was a blue tag. None of the clothes I just showed you were blue tag. And I don't remember if the shoes were. So let's go. Oh, that was all of the clothes. The shoes I am going to offer for sale. These are Teos. I really don't know how that's pronounced. These are suede booties. They are so cute. They have all of this great stitching on them, and these 100% would become a part of my wardrobe if they were my size. They are, well, I don't know, they're size 40. I'll have to look up the size conversions. I don't know those by heart. And it doesn't have, oh yeah, US 9 to 9.5. And that is not my size. Maybe if I wore them with thick socks, because I can wear an 8 or an 8.5 depending on the brand. So I don't know, maybe I'll put on some thick socks and try these on. But they are so, so cute. The zippers are in awesome shape. The suede, oh, I tell you they're in awesome shape. They are. And then the suede looks great. There's no scuffing or scratches in the suede or anything like that. The tread looks amazing on these. So I was really glad to find those. That's a great brand. It sells great. But those might actually be mine. The next two pairs of shoes that I have, and there's only two, so these are the last two items. They're men's, and I don't typically buy a lot of men's, but took a tip from Steph at Steph Style, because I saw these Red Wing boots, and you know, she lives in or near Red Wing in Minnesota. I think not too far from where these are made. These, I paid up for these, but these resell really well. They, here they are right there. That's what I paid for those, but they're worth the resale. So these will get listed on eBay. and they're in great shape. And look at the bottoms even. Like they are just barely even worn. These are very close to being new. That's not dirt. That's just what color the rubber is right there on the bottom of the boots. Very little wear. I don't know this brand, but it just, I don't know, it called out to me and said, you know, look me up and run comps. So I did. This brand is Scarpa, and it is some men's shoes, men's boots. This brand also makes, I think, like ski boots and stuff like that. These are not ski boots, but these have really great resale too. And I also paid up for them. Oh, look at the bottoms. That's just some, I don't know what that is, but not really much wear at all on these bottoms. If you can see that, and you can't, it says $18.99, so that's what I paid for these. And these are red tag, unfortunately not blue, but there these are going to go straight to eBay. I wrapped up filming and realized that I had left out a pair of shoes, so here they are. Filming after everything else was done, and I'm filming this and going to drop it in, but these are a pair of Zodiac, there we go, Zodiac leather pumps that are beautiful. They have this sort of faux stacked heel, this striped textured finish to it, and that will brush out. It's sort of suede back here, and suede never photographs well. Little minor things look bigger than they are when you're dealing with suede on camera, but these are just wonderful. Look at the toe ends of these. Look at the back. Let me show you the other one. These are just beautiful. Again, that'll probably brush out also. They're just very lightly worn. Right there, size 7. And they're absolutely gorgeous. Just wanted to make sure that I showed you all the pieces that I got, and there they are. So that is everything, and with that now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the collab coming up. And that is, there's a group of us. I think it's a small group right now. It may grow a little bit, I don't know. But it's going to be, I think, the second Saturday in September. The date's right here. And look for, I'll put up community posts. I'll put up maybe a short or something like that to just keep you reminded of it. It got inspired by, there was a discussion I was having with some friends about how when you're listing on eBay, if you use the AI tool that eBay has to create the description for your item, if it's clothing, the phrase elevate your wardrobe or elevate your look or elevate your, you know, whatever, will be generated at some place in that description, almost 100% of the time. That just inspired me to name this collab that I'm putting together, just elevate your look. And here's a little picture of the logo that I created to kind of go with that. So look for those, the lady in the red dress announcing news from the various channels about this collab. And what it is each creator has chosen a particular look, and then they're putting together items to create an entire outfit, maybe more than one outfit, but it will adhere to whatever their look is. I'm not going to tell you what mine is, what my chosen one is. Some of the other channels participating may choose to tell you ahead of time what theirs is. Everyone's free to approach that like they want. On that day, we're going to just go right in a row like we typically do on collab day, and you'll just see what everybody has put together for their look, and you'll find out what their look is. Look for news from all of the participating channels and join us on that day for the collab. And I think that's all I have to share with you right now. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate any time that you spend part of your Look for news about the collab on the various channels where you see the lady in the red dress announcing news about it, and then join us on collab day, and you know it's going to be a lot of fun. And with that, I'm going to close out and just say thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate any time that you spend some of your day with me. If you enjoyed this content, please give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and a subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a comment and share it with somebody else who you think might also enjoy it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.